what's good? This your boy 6ix9ineISH, and I spit rhymes sick, and now you rockin' with EntreeNY.com, bridging the gap between underground and mainstream media, you heard? Say yo. All I need to ignite the heat is a mic and beat that'll light the streets like the street lights when the night is deep. In the darkness, living heartless, in the park getting sauced and the pivot sparking. Then I'm walking back to my shit apartment. Mom's talking, wanna start shit. Waking up the neighbors in my complex, shit is complex. My mom vexed, I ain't got a job yet, I'm jobless. Thoughts setting in to rob, yes. I'm a spitter living bitter shit, I feel a call a bomb threat, cause I'm the bomb, yes, but more atomic with the concepts. One shot knocking off his arms, legs, heart, flesh, gone, you be scarred, left dead is a certainty. So certainly you versus me with the verses is Hercule versus Hercules. Whether a urn or a burial with the dirt and seeds, I'm murking all these syrup leaning circus freaks. Work for me, put you on display in a cage like zoo animals. Tearing off his face, make way for the new Hannibal. Drop grenades from flying sleighs in a blue Santa suit with 2 cannons shooting at families. I do damage, dude. I grew up Queens, South Side and North Side. I'm about mine at all times, from here straight. How I got into the music thing, I grew up in a really musical household. Like my pops, we loved that reggae, all of that. My mom's loves her R&B, and I had older brothers that was into rap, and they was rapping before I was, and I was like a little kid. So I came up seeing them, just always surrounded by music, but I never really wanted to get into it until I got like a certain age. So, you know, it didn't really have a great effect on me until I got to that age, where it's like I started to, I guess, interpret it a totally different way than I did as a child. So it was totally, it's different. It was a totally different feeling, man. But just sparked something. A lot of musical influences. It's funny because I'm, as of, you know, late years, I've been inspired by, you know, whatever I like, no matter what the genre. But as far as composing goes, it was in levels. Nas started me off. It was something about that video, The World Is Yours, when I was 13. And I seen the video before that and I heard the song, but it was something about that day, that particular day when I heard that, immediately I was just like, yo, I gotta grab a pen and pad and history. Then from him I moved on to listening to Biggie way more harder, just to see the differences in the eras, you know, because Big and Nas was kind of out at the same time, and they were competing for who's that dude at the time. Then I started listening to more Big L. Big L, I was like, yo, this dude is nasty, son. I think he might got the drop on Big and Nas, but in a way. But then, you know, once I realized they're different kind of artists, you know, I was able to distinguish the fact. Then I got really into M. You know, I had a Tupac phase when I was like 12, maybe. But you know, all of highly acclaimed spitters that I knew backed up their actual, I guess, what is it? Their credibility with actual skill. Those are the dudes I really was fucking with, like hard body, because it was like they let their words speak more than them, you know, the actual merit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was gained off of their lyrical skill, and that's what I wanted to do. So that's how I do my shit, the same type of way. It's the name 6ix9ineISH is based off just my birthday, because my birthday is June 9th, which is the number 6 and 9. If you ever look at that sign, the yin and yang, it looks like a 6 and a 9. So I kind of sort of baby. What's funny is the meaning of the name got a little deeper than when I actually thought about it, because at first it was just purely my birthday, and I was nasty with the flow. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. But then when I thought about it, the yin and yang looks like it. So I was like, oh, so it's probably like restoring the balance to this rap shit more so. So it's like, you know, flipping. Then when I sat and I really assessed it, I was like, my mom's got 6 kids, and my pop's got 9. I'm the one kid that they had that they were together with before me, they had prior. So it was kind of like, it was perfect. So I was just like, all right, bet. Sticking with that, never changing it, just gonna keep it that way forever. You know what I'm saying? I've seen other things, or I've seen the name online and things like that, but this is real, and so it's just like, this is gonna stay the name. No copyright, no straight. What makes me different from other artists is overall my vision of what I wanna create, as far as visually, through, you know, the different senses. It's like what I wanna stimulate in the body, maybe I'm going a little deeper into you know, how the music makes you feel. It's like I kind of like break it down. It's like a science to me really now. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of artists, because I've been, you know, listening to a lot of dudes, these Absols, all of these, you know, dudes from different places, they got the same kind of demeanor. They want to like bring back that consciousness to hip hop. And I'm not really a conscious rapper, I would say. I just make me think about shit, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't like, you know, pass myself over as like a Common or a Talib or, you know, Mos or none of them dudes. Mos is nasty, but it's like, you know, he has a kind of an edge to him. But like I said, my vision is different. It's like I want to introduce something totally, you know, familiar, but it's like you didn't notice it until you stopped them. Like, you know, when they call it, you gotta stop and smell a rose sometimes. And a lot of people just walk past and not noticing the beauty of, you know, what's around them. I'm just here to try to highlight that so you can stop and say, so it gives you a peace of mind about how you view things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be really honest. I'm gonna say M because of his demeanor and what goes on in his head. I noticed that if there's any artist that I notice that I have like similar traits with, it's probably him. And it's weird. It's not weird because he's white. It's just peculiar because I've been, you know, writing for so long, and then it's like, you know, when I actually got to him, I was like, yo, he probably has a lot more in common with me than I would have with a lot of artists, just because of his mind state. Because Big in them is like more street. Yeah, Big in them is a little more street. I wouldn't say I'm more so street, but I'm very like, I guess, where I grew up at made me kind of rough edge, and I can see the same thing in M, like, because he's from the hood, he's from the D, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's in him, you know what I'm saying? And I can tell he likes certain shit, like he's, you know, the zany characteristics, he got all that crazy shit. Big had a little bit of that too, but he was way more street. Because you know, Big talking about Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, you can tell he's a game nerd on the low, where he's slinging rock, shooting at niggas, and going and play some PlayStation, whatever. Well, they ain't had PlayStation in 96, 95 it came out. He didn't even get that shit. He didn't even get to get that shit, man. That sucks. But yeah, like right now is most likely M because he's a little more, he has more character than a lot of dudes I noticed that's rapping. So, like I said, if I compare myself to somebody, it would be him because my demeanor is all the same. It's to go crazy on the track, but then show I still got lyrical skill and just demolish shit and just, you know, have fun with it. That's what he do. So, if I could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, I think it would definitely be probably like, definitely Big. Definitely Big. Definitely L. Maybe Old Dirty in his prime. Not like the Old Dirty that just got out stealing Nikes and shit. He had 500 in his pocket. That Old Dirty was going through some rough mental time. So I don't think he was there lyrically, but like when he's in his prime and shit. Meth, definitely. Meth Red, fucking X in his prime. X? No, only reason I don't say X is probably because X style is a little, I don't know, we'd have to find some common ground because I know that creative differences do make a difference. So certain artists I would love to, but we'd have to hit like some type of creative balance so where we can both say, all right, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? That's probably one of my major problems with a lot of artists is creative differences because my vision is so, I think it's a little, you know, what's the word? It's a little different, so that might, you know, conflict, but definitely those artists. Shout out to EntreeNY York. Once again, bridging the gap between underground and mainstream media. You already know. Greatest thing ever. I'm gonna tell you right now, because a lot of you people are swept up by this mainstream, whatever, and that's cool, but it's really good to just, you know, search on your own and, you know, understand that there's way more music that's way better outside your comfort zone than what you feel you need to subject yourself to because you don't have enough time in the day. Trust me, it's worth it. It's way worth it. I said, When I pass, fill my casket with mad shit. Hash weed all wrapped in some backwoods matches. The history of blackness, some classic rap hits. Young Cassius, I jab, stick and dip on you bastards. Ashes to ashes, back into the innards of the earth. Life of eat, sleep, shit, and go to work makes a nigga go berserk. All these jobs is sorry, it's more guap on them blocks, ducking cops and robberies. But I be damned if I'm in it with the jakes locked behind prison gates with prison mates, timid niggas getting raped. This is state of a nigga living faced with the struggle. From early days, no play, go straight to the hustle. Crazed apes in the jungles for them papes and them bundles. I'm just waiting to bubble, staying gracious and humble. But now I see these other motherfuckers wanna rise up, and some of them despise us. I love it when they size us up and underestimate the stature. I demonstrate an innovative, never fading chapter. My pen and paper blended make me very great to rap ya. A featherweight, I'm heavyweight, commemorate this matchup. Married to the game, this rap shit is carrying my name. They will have to cease, refrain from carrying these lames. Who's to blame for the shitty value of niggas now who get into the sound booth and spit some silly, wild, stupid shit, feeling all proud too? Bitch, give me the crown jewels, I have a great reign and take order. You niggas maintain and take order from the crown king. Start bowing, me love me brown in West Indian, pretty round ting, right? Like J.K. Rowling, I'm from where the wild things are, that's public housing. My sound real astounding, I'm dousing rappers in gasoline, throwing matches at casualties, anyone surrounding, then I'm howling. Still live that like in life for them type of nights where I feel a bite and strike and eat niggas like Mike and Ice. When the time is right for my wife buying diamonds ice, don't think cause I'm in love, bitch, I ain't with that rough shit. Get cut quicker than chicken cutlet, $6 fifths cross your jaw, had you bleeding uncontrollably. Damn, that nigga leaking from his stolen cheek. See it on his clothes and sneaks, leave him, yo, they go to D's. That's just how graphic it can get when you step in my path with disrespect. One blast, you getting wet. All you fags getting checked and notarized as I take your soul with this holy high flow of mine. Cross your heart, hope to die, go inside, close your eyes, get under the covers, nigga, go and hide. Hope that I don't get you. I'm the boogie woogie yoogie man looking in, about to take the cookies from the cookie pan. Yeah, your mom's offering the nookie, she like, oh, sookie, yeah, sticking out her foot to do the stookie when she know that I'm blessed and gifted, and she's well interested in getting her intestines shifted. Yes, it's just a mess, catching wreck with a mental instability, but yet and still I'm destined as LMC. Whew.
Alice.